do.
No, you don't.
All right. What don't we understand?
I don't understand why you're wearing pajama pants on.
Don't hit on my Marvel PJs, bro.
It's not even morning.
Well, I'm home, and it's either this or boxers.
Pajama pants is.
You know what I don't understand is why we haven't gotten you a haircut yet.
Oh, just like the other day you told me just to ignore it.
Yeah, what was wrong with that?
Not that easy anymore. Because now it's not only one person. It's groups, group chats, comments. Everybody's watching you. Welcome to the Blake Papi. Jeremy's talk. So
I'm Papi, the star, and today I guess we'll talk about, I mean, what parents don't understand about their kids since we want to start today with that comment. Go for it. Where we want to start?
social media pressure.
All right, all right. What about it?
So some so like on social media some things may not be true.
Okay.
Some
Where's the pressure?
some kids may think it's true and they might want to do what's that. Do that. Want to be like that. They want
Where's the pressure for that?
some kids also get judged.
Okay.
They also want to get be cool, get some comments, likes on their things they post. Make sure like and subscribe. And
Oh, don't forget our channel. That's a good channel. Like and subscribe. I like that. But I guess you're right. There is pressure to be what like. I guess you guys put on pressure to be something that maybe you're not,
yeah,
or be more than you are, and you gotta, I think to that, you know, there's more that meets the eye. Ooh, that's a Transformers reference. But yeah, 80s kid. But yeah, like I get it. But I think social media shouldn't be leveraged as a tool to gauge who's cool, who's not. And I guess that makes me think of a good question: is social media helping or hurting kids? I'm curious to see what everyone thinks there. I think it can do both. I don't know. You're telling
it
me.
could do both.
Okay. I like that. So yeah, social media. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Well, you know, you started this with saying your dad gives you whack advice because you said my just ignore it comment was dumb. So what's up with that? I don't even remember what I told you this about, but I'm sure it was good advice. So what's up?
You know, some things like they don't stay they don't stay offline,
Okay.
It could elevate to online and
Well, like what? Like what?
like if I get mad, someone's picking on someone
Okay.
and that it escalates to online. Online is this kind of scary place.
All right. I guess I know what you mean. Like a little bit. Back when I was, not too long ago when I was young. Like
Young.
if I had an issue with someone, we had issues with someone. Let's say in school, it would stay in school. I wouldn't. I would come home and it's like, all right, we deal with it in school, or maybe out afterwards. But I guess now it can be, yeah, now I'm gonna have a chat, or I've seen this with adults doing that, which I think is silly. When I have to, unfortunately go on like Facebook and see, Missy Fool talk about how her, I don't know, friend disrespected her. Like, I don't even know who you are, bro. Like, I don't even need to hear this. So I guess you're 100% right when it comes to that. There's no escaping it now. It's more about addressing it. But I think just so you know, I think I remember this thing now, and it wasn't even a big deal. But the ignore it comment is sometimes, I just let things roll off your shoulder. Like, get it. Um, but you got to choose what you're gonna allow into your head and into your heart, into your mind, right? There's gonna be um, things people say that are just dumb. Like, I'll be like, whatever. All right, on to the next. And I guess for a kid different, but I can see how like social media and the ignoring part um, can issues maybe differently from back then. So I guess, man, I'm just full of questions today. I'm gonna ask another one. Is it harder to deal with problems today versus back then? Back when I was a handsome young boy. Um, but I do think there's value there, and I think that's something maybe we don't always think about as parents or adults when it comes to kids. Um, about I don't know what else. All right, so we've talked about like social media or letting things roll off versus or not being able to let just ignore things. I mean, what else? 'Cause right now,
Pressure to be good at stuff.
oh, okay, all right, I like that. I was gonna say you have no argument, but I'm curious now. All right, good at stuff. All right, like.
I mean stuff like everything,
All right.
like sports,
Okay.
school. What else? What else? A video game.
All right.
No,
Video game. I won't give you. School and sports. All right. Pressure to be good at that. Um, I guess just to be.
wait, never mind. Social life. There are a lot.
All right. So you could be. All right. That is a lot. So you're saying there's just pressure to be good at stuff. It's just harder for you. I mean, I guess I think we had different expectations growing up. I like this one. Uh, when I was, yeah, I can't even say a lot because I mean you're pretty popular today. Your text messages was that your girlfriend? Can we see your girlfriend's text messages? We'll put them up because that's more important right now. Um, Jeez. So I think I'll go for me. Like I do 100% the social part. Like I want it to be cool, right? Um, you just want to be part of that. So I guess I do see that. Sports, I can see that too, even though it was just not for me. Like not something I was able to. Um, I blame my parents. They didn't push me into sports like I did with you. But the only sport they pushed me into is couch potato video gaming. So when I started playing like competitively, it was late. Like I said, I learned shooting and like really shooting a basketball was like eighth grade. Then when I became a lethal sharpshooter. Um, but you guys stop laughing, bro. Same thing with like football. I started loving football, but by the time I could play it, right, I was junior in high school, right, and you had to put on pads and a helmet was dope, but at that point, where are you gonna go? I mean, I wasn't no 6'5", 300-pound monster that can just learn it on the go and be developed. And again, maybe that was me selling myself short, no pun intended. But yeah, like it's different, right? So I'm gonna give you that one. There's some pressure there, pressure to be good at everything. Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure for you to be good in like sports and stuff in school?
I mean, yeah.
Like how? Like how about sports? Like I mean, I think my best advice to you there is the pressure should be you versus you when it comes to sports, right? You can't look at the person next to you and be like, "Oh, I got to be better than him or her," right? It's not. You look at the mirror and you say, "I got to be better than what I was yesterday,"
I like that. I like that.
and that's it, right? I tell you that all the time, right? 1% better every
Yes.
day, and I mean, again, another shout out, Anthony Espo, your big brother, your sports mentor. These alerts, your basketball mentor. Even though you know his coaching debut in our playoff intramurals, we did lose. Who knows? Maybe if I was the only coach that night, the result would have been different. But I still love Ant, even though he's 0-1 as a coach of the BK Swish. But yeah, like he tells you that all the time, right? Block that out and focus on you, right, and getting better. And he gives you tips and stuff. So, I think going in line with what I've been doing, right? How about we go with let me see, our Kids under more pressure now. I like that one. We're gonna we're gonna let you guys decide, and we'll be right back. Alright. And we're back. We had to give Blake some time to check his messages, Mr. Popular here. Um, but I guess I got a good one to how to while I waited all this time, a good one on where we can take this. Uh, what do parents say that annoy kids?
Easy, bro.
What?
Back in my day, oh, my parents would never let me do this and that. I wish my parents would buy this for me when I was younger. Oh, it's not that serious. Just focus.
I know you're not talking about me though, right?
No.
Because back in my day, if I said some stuff like that about my parents, getting hit with your own chancla wouldn't be far fetched.
I
All
can't
right?
run you.
You cannot even outwalk me. Anyway, yeah, I like that one. But you know, damn man, I don't even know what to say because you saying that makes me think of my parents saying that. Back in my day, I couldn't even go to school because I had to help my parents. Now, mind you, my mom, she was born 1939, so and my dad was rest in peace 41, so they were older. But back in my day, we had to listen to that. All right, back in this day, right now, I think I don't do that, and I just help you understand some of these things, right? We tell you this not to be annoying. It's to put like set a bar for what we experience versus what you're experiencing. Case in point, right? If we said, back in my day, I wish we could have gotten this. Yeah, that's true. Wasn't I just again? This for the '80s babies. Wasn't I just talking about there was something on social media, and it showed like a factory producing Castle Grayskull. Oh, for those Masters of the Universe, aka He-Man fans, I always wanted Castle Grayskull. I always wanted the GI Joe aircraft carrier. All right, and I mean, well, Thundercats, I had all the yeah. I wanted Mumra's Castle. I wanted so many things. I could not get it. I mean, if we had a rotating camera, you see a giant Hot Wheels garage that now serves as a garage for Hot Wheels cars slash a holder for your blanket that you want your Miami Dolphins blanket, and I mean there's a notebook there, a pen, a notepad. There, I think there's a few football cards laying there, and yeah, I didn't get that stuff. All right, so enough of that back in the day junk.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna end this now.
No, whoa,
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 what,
whoa, whoa,
what?
whoa. In my defense, that is there because we don't have space. When I was younger, I used to collect Hot Wheels cars.
Okay, you don't collect no more, so
No.
we could toss this.
Yeah, but we had that so we could keep those cars.
But if you're not gonna, but you're saying you don't even want to use them. I'm not gonna lie, that the garage is pretty cool because we connect tracks and we make it a nice fun thing. But obviously, there's a lot of cobwebs and dust in there because you don't even clean your little area of Hot Wheels there. Fun fact, because back in my day, I had to clean. All right, we'll keep it there, right? All right, you know what? Enough laughing. So yeah, so I think that was fun, but you know what? I mean, gets me thinking like about what kids. I mean, you talk about like parents not understanding, but about like what kids actually need.
Yeah, yeah, for you, like, what do kids actually need?
Or what I think. I
Yeah.
mean, what would help kids? I mean, society's cooked, but I think what would help kids is it's gonna be a little like my personal opinion, and it's just my opinion. So I hope it don't ruffle any feathers. I'll be nice. I think it starts with the parents. A part of it is the parents. Um, I think we're in we're in a society kid. It's okay to be stern. It's okay to be a little strict. It's okay to demand respect as a parent, and I think that's very important. I witness this all the time, not only in the fabulous world of social media, but in real life. Like, just we, we need to reel it in as parents. One, um, and then I think kids need parent figures. Um, the not only from a mother perspective, from a father, and of course there's always that family circle. And they also need to be put around people that can be a positive in their life. Does that make sense? Like, I think it starts with that. Structure is important. I think structure is okay in every facet of life, right? It's like if you start a new job, you probably have a new employee handbook, right? There's structure there. There's things you need to learn. There's things you want to follow. And I think as kids, we need a little bit of more of that structure, and a balance of, um, being aware and recognize things. Like, I was talking at, my brother Anthony, right, from BA, and we're just talking about, like, us as parents. I want to give you the world, right? I don't want to give it to you. I want you to be prepared for the world, right? But what I want to give you is a set of skills and tools and an awareness to be able to do that. And this is why we do the things. This is why I'm harder on you on some of the things, right? If you told me I hate basketball, I hate football, then all right, we're not playing football. That's fine. You gave it a try. You're not this, but you're gonna put your energy somewhere. If you told me I'm not gonna play football, I'm just gonna not do anything. Well, I don't think that's acceptable. I think we need to then continue to explore what you like and find something, right? Maybe it's not a sport. Maybe it's composing music, or whatever, dance, whatever it is. But I think we need to, as we need to be better at, helping kids identify, um, or helping them find their identity. I think it is, and it's not always like a free will type of thing. Do what you want. Yeah, this is what you think. Yeah, no. Our job as parents is to kind of lead you, because you know there's so many paths, right? I used to, it's like I don't know if they still have these, but back in my day, we used to have these choose your own adventure books you would read, and you'd be like, if you want Blake to do this, turn to page 45.
Oh
If you,
yeah.
yeah, so okay, so it's like that, right? Like, if I want to help you do this, these are some of the things I want to help you see or do, right? And if I want to help you do that, these are some of the things. So I think those things are important. But yeah, how about what can parents do more?
Um, Parents do more.
Or
Think
like do better? Like, what can parents do better?
like pushing the kids. You know.
Or like,
No, no, no,
sign me up. We're gonna wrap this up now. I gotta help. I gotta help Blake by pushing him. I'll push you, bro. Is that what we say?
no.
You want to put a test, right? Can we try this out? So how?
Anyway,
All right, push.
push the kids to play sport. Like push them to practice off the field. No, practicing for baseball. Don't like don't not like don't, but make them practice. Not one day host practice. Like
Outside of practice.
outside.
All right, so it's like what you're doing outside of what you are required to do, right? So
Yes.
you attend the practice, you attend the game, but what are you doing outside of that? I love that, because I think that's a very important for sports, and in anything that you're into, right? Like, again, maybe if it's, I don't know, if you're part of a music club, a dance club, an acting club, like whatever it is. I think you can only be better by putting in by the work you put, outside of the work you need to put, right? It's not a requirement, but it is, right? And I like that. What else? Anything else you think?
Also getting 1% better every day.
Okay. All right. Helping them get 1% better every day.
Yes.
I like that. I love that one. I think that's important. It's, helping. I guess, helping you understand. I try this. That your competition is only you, and looking at yourself in the mirror, and saying, gonna give you what a nice Gretzky one. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Take your shot with anything. You know, I mean, you're 12, right, going on 13. I think you don't wanna live with regrets, right? If you gotta try. You don't know if you don't know, and every no will get you closer to a yes, just like every missed shot will get you closer to a made shot, right? Maybe not, uh, but yeah, I like that.
Hey everyone, it's Papi. Just want to say a few quick words. I just want to say how, man, coming into this, I thought I was doing this for Blake. I thought this was a way to help him grow, help him express himself, help him build confidence. But to be honest, this has changed me more than would have ever expected. It's making me listen more, not just hear him, but actually like understand him. And I'm realizing the way I grew up and the world he's growing up in, they're just not the same. And that means I can't parent the same way either. This podcast, these conversations, and these are just a little snippet of my life with Blake. They just brought us even closer, not just as a father and son, or Blake and Papi as we call it, but as two people just learning from each other. And I think that's what this is really about. And this past segment, it was all about that. You know, my advice, not that I'm a professional, be present. It just means the world. Even if they're quote unquote embarrassed by you, or you think they're embarrassed by you, be present, be there, and you'll see. It's just an audio, but you would see the smiles. And that's what I'm doing right now, grinning, cheek to cheek. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I hope, if we brought one family together during this journey, it's worth it. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we talked about what we can do better. I guess parents, kids. I'm thinking. All right, let's do a quick debate. All right. I guess I'll have a little fun with it. Let me think. We're gonna talk about who has it harder. I'll say what and you pick. I mean, we'll both pick. Yeah. All right. Kids today or parents before?
Kids
Parents before. All right. One more. All right. Two more. Two more. One more. School now or school then?
School now.
Then. Sports now or sports then?
Sports now.
then. Well,
No,
we are
had that.
never gonna agree with each other because you're delirious.
No,
We just talked about everything.
No, but we did agree on one thing.
What?
This podcast.
Ooh, dang, I don't even have nothing to say to make fun of you now. That was crazy. All right. All right.
So parents don't understand everything.
And kids don't either.
Fair.
All right. Different ages.
Same grind.
One conversation. Oh man, I love you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 4. That is a wrap. And yeah, join us for our next episode, episode 5. When we continue this real talk. Generations talk. We love you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.